The Gripen NG fighter jet from Saab, Sweden is often turned off by the F-35 not in the air, but in tenders for contracts to procure new fighter aircraft in a number of countries. Gripen NG recorded only one win in the procurement tender for fighter jets in Brazil in 2014, beating its strong competitors F-18 Super Hornet and Dassault Rafale. The rest, this Swedish flagship fighter jet is always bad when in competition there is the name F-35 Lightning II from Lockheed Martin, United States. For 8 years, Saab has not booked a new contract, including in countries that have been leasing Gripen from the company. This also caused the severe disappointment over the difficulty of selling Gripen NG that Saab President and CEO Michael Johansson felt. He said the difficulty of selling Gripen aircraft was more influenced by political factors, not the poor performance of the aircraft. Gripen represents a very light fighter in its class where there are F-16s from the US, Rafale from France, Tejas from India, and JF-17 from China-Pakistan. So far the Gripen C/D has been sold to South Africa and Thailand. However, tenant countries such as the Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Hungary prefer to just rent, not buy. The Czech Republic has even decided to switch to the F-35 instead of buying the Gripen NG or extending the 14 Gripen C/D contract since 2005. The Czech government, through the country's Ministry of Defense, announced that it would start negotiations with the US on its acquisition plan. Czech Defense Minister Jana Černochová said he intends to buy 24 F-35s. It is planned that the F-35A will enter service with the Czech Air Force in 2027 at the end of the lease period for the Gripen fleet from Sweden. Since the last contract to sell 36 Gripen NG, F-39 Gripen, to Brazil in 2014 valued at $5.44 billion, there have been practically no new contracts for the purchase of Gripen from other countries. It should be realized that facing the United States products is indeed difficult for all countries to fight at this time. It takes an alliance or consortium of countries in the region to use fighter jets, as is the case in Europe with the Eurofighter Typhoon, which has sold more than 570 units. France can walk alone with Rafale, because politically France also has high bargaining power in the international arena and strong political lobbies. Currently, more than 240 Rafales have been produced and the long list of orders includes the United Arab Emirates, which bought 80 of these aircraft. Russia, the sale of fighter jets is difficult because the prospective buyer countries have been threatened with sanctions through COTSA, countering America's adversaries trot. Sanctions Act, by the United States. Countries in the Middle East, Asia, and Africa are sources of fields for penetration of new aircraft sales. China and Russia are competing to win the hearts of countries in the region. But this also requires historical closeness, between the country of the seller and the buyer, and/or how to convince the buyer that the product being sold is good, competitive, and safe from potential US sanctions.